Hello, hi dear students, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss increasing and decreasing functions. These definitions are very important in the public examinations in the boards for 2 marks question. See here, let us have a discussion, the definition first. What is meaning of increasing function? What is the meaning of decreasing function? Let f of x be a real function on an interval I, then f of x is said to be first one, an increasing function if x1 is less than x2, that implies f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2, less than or equal to f of x2. x1 comma x2 which are belongs to interval I. Whenever this condition satisfies, the function is said to be an increasing function. A decreasing function, if x1 is less than x2, that implies f of x1 is greater than f or equal to f of x2 for all x1 belongs to, for all x1 comma x2 belongs to interval I. Like this you have to define the function is increasing, the function is decreasing. This is the definition of increasing and decreasing function on an interval I. The values of x1 comma x2 which are belongs to the interval. Suppose for example, by observing the figure also, we can say that suppose if you take that sin x function, the sin x function is passing through the origin. So this is 0, this is pi, this is pi by 2. By observing in this figure, the function y is equal to sin x curve is increasing. By observing from 0 to pi by 2, the function is increasing. 0 to pi by 2, the curve is like this now. So it is increasing. So what we can say is y is equal to, here I write it, y is equal to sin x, y means f of x, is increasing in the interval, closed interval of 0 to pi by 2. By observing from pi by 2 to pi, obviously this is decreasing. From pi by 2 to pi, the function is decreasing. The curve is downward. And the second diagram, we can observe that second figure. Here I am drawing that cos x curve. Cos x curve not passing through the origin. Like this the curve will be. So this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi. So not this one is pi. This is pi. This is 3 pi by 2. By observing this curve, y is equal to cos x. Y is equal to cos x curve. From 0 to pi by 2, it is the curve is decreasing. So we can say that y is equal to cos x is equal to f of x is decreasing in the interval 0 to pi by 2. I will give examples for increasing and decreasing. They are asking to prove the function is increasing. They are asking to prove the function is decreasing. In this, one more definition is there: strictly increasing, strictly decreasing. So that time, here only I am writing an increasing, strictly increasing function. The function f of x is said to be an strictly increasing function is strictly increasing function. If x1 is less than x2, that implies f of x1 is less than f of x2 itself. It is not less than or equal to. You remember that, students? If they are asking to define the function is increasing, you write x1 is less than x2 implies f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. If it is strictly increasing, you remove that or equal to symbol here. x1 is less than x2 implies f of x1 is less than f of x2 for all x1 comma x2 which are belongs to interval I. Similarly, strictly decreasing is strictly decreasing if x1 is less than x2, that implies that f of x1 is greater than f of x2 for all x1 comma x2 belongs to interval. If they will ask define f of strictly increasing function, means you have to write this one. You have to write this one, strictly decreasing. Don't write these definitions. If they will ask define the function is increasing function or decreasing function, means these two you have to write it. After knowing of these concepts, the function is said to be increasing or decreasing. The type of function is called monotonic function. Monotonic function. A function otherwise a real function. A real function f of x is said to be monotonic if f of x is increasing or decreasing on an interval I. Like this monotonic definition. Now we will discuss the definitions, the problem based on definitions of increasing and decreasing. Yeah. The next question here, students. Show that f of x equal to 8x plus 2 is strictly increasing function on or without using the graph y is equal to f of x. Strictly increasing, just now we discussed one definition. Once again I am writing according to your convenience. x1 is less than x2, that implies that f of x1 is less than f of x2 for all x1 comma x2 belongs to R. This is the definition. This is called strictly increasing. Strictly increasing. Simply to prove the given function is strictly increasing, you have to prove this result. x1 is less than x2 implies f of x1 is less than f of x2. Strictly increasing. See, first consider, let x1 comma x2 which are belongs to R and let x1 is less than x2. After that, what is the given function? Given given function f of x equal to 8x plus 2. So to prove the function, we required f of x1 and f of x2 also. So calculate f of x1. That means wherever x is there, x1 you have to write it. So 8x1 plus 2. F of x2 means 8x2 plus 2. After that, what we have to do is, let x1 is less than x2 in the interval you have taken now. So consider x1 is less than x2. That implies, after considering x1 is less than x2, in the function x multiple is what? 8 is there. So multiplying on both sides by 8 to the given condition here. 8 times 8x1 is less than 8x2. Multiplying on both sides by 8. After that, in the given function, plus 2 is also there. No? Adding plus 2 on both sides here. So that implies that 8x1 plus 2 is less than 8x2 plus 2. What is 8x1 plus 2? We have that it is f of x1. What is 8x2 plus 2? It is f of x2. That implies f of x1 is less than f of x2. So whenever x1 is less than x2, that implies f of x1 is less than f of x2, then f of x is strictly increasing. Hence proved. This is the way you have to prove the given function is strictly increasing or decreasing. Yeah, we'll take the next question as a decreasing question, one question. So the next question, show that f of x equal to minus x plus 2 is a strictly decreasing function on R without using the graph y is equal to f of x. So first strictly decreasing, first you have to know the definition. x1 is less than x2, that implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Then the function is strictly decreasing. You remember that, dear students? Strictly decreasing. So you have to prove this condition. This is according to your convenience. I wrote the formula. In examination, that is your wish. Not compulsory to write, but these steps are very much required. Let x1 comma x2 belongs to R and let x1 is less than x2 I am considering. So given function f of x is equal to what? Minus x plus 2. Minus x plus 2. So obviously write the values of f of x1 as well as f of x2. So minus x1 plus 2 minus x2 plus 2. These are the values of f of x1 and f of x2. Now consider let x1 is less than x2. That implies, observe carefully, x coefficient is how much? Minus 1 is there. If you multiply on both sides to the inequality, the inequality sign will change. So multiplying on both sides by minus. Here inequality is less than is there, no? It will be automatically greater than will come. So whenever you are multiplying by minus on both sides for inequality, the inequality will change. You remember, keep in mind, dear students. So minus x1 is greater than minus x2. That only you have to remember. Whenever you are multiplying with minus, the inequality here less than, it will be greater than. After that, how much you have to add to get the function 2? So adding on both sides plus 2. Minus x1 plus 2 is greater than minus x2 plus 2. So minus x1. Minus x1 plus 2 is f of x1. Minus x2 plus 2 is f of x2. That implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. So x1 is less than x2. That implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Then the function f of x is strictly decreasing. Is strictly decreasing. So hence proved. See, dear students, we will enter into the exercise 10G. The first question, which is absolutely related to strictly increasing and decreasing. We may expect the question if they will ask from strictly increasing and decreasing in the examination. We may expect like previous examples and these questions we may expect. So without using the derivative, show that the function f of x is strictly increasing. One by one we will discuss. Consider the first question. Given function f of x is equal to 3x plus 7. They are asking to prove strictly increasing. Strictly increasing means keep in mind one formula. x1 is less than x2. That implies that x1, f of x1 is greater than f of x2. For all x1, x2 belongs to capital R, real numbers. Strictly increasing. Sorry, here less than only. Strictly increasing means less than. Strictly increasing. So this formula you have to remember. Now consider, let x1, x2 belongs to R and x1 is less than x2. After that, to prove this result, we need to calculate f of x1 and f of x2. So here, f of x1 is equal to, wherever x is there, x1 replace 3x1 plus 7. F of x2 equal to 3x2 plus 7. Now consider x1 is less than x2. So x coefficient is what here? 3. Multiplying on both sides by 3. 3x1 is less than 3x2. But to get the function, adding 7 on both sides, 3x1 plus 7 is less than 3x2 plus 7. 3x1 plus 7 is f of x1, 3x2 plus 7 is f of x2. Therefore, f of x1 is less than f of x2. When x1 is less than x2, the function is increasing strictly. Therefore, f of x is strictly increasing on R. Hence, proved. They are asking to show that now. Hence, proved. We will move to the next question. The next question, second question. The function f of x 1 by 2 whole power x is strictly decreasing on R. So first given function, second row letter. Given function 1 by 2 whole power x. So we can write it as 1 by 2 whole power x1, 1 by 2 whole power x2. Before going to write the values, 1 by 2 means 2 power minus 1 only. So we can write it as 2 power minus 1 whole power x. That also equal to 2 power minus x. Therefore, f of x is 2 power minus x. Obviously, x multiple is what? Minus. X multiple is minus. So, what we are going to do is, consider, let x1, x2 belongs to R and let x1 is less than x2. That implies x1 is less than x2, but here x coefficient is minus is there. If we multiply on both sides with minus, inequality will change. You remember that. So x1 is less than x2, minus x1 is greater than minus x2. But our requirement is 1 by 2 whole power x1 means it is 2 power minus x1. This is 2 power minus x2. So here minus x1 minus x2 is there. We are power raised 2. So 2 power minus x1. So power rise on both sides. If you power rise, the value will increase. So it won't change anything. 2 power minus x1 is greater than 2 power minus x2. 2 power minus x1 means what? F of x1 greater than 2 power minus x2 means what? F of x2. So x1 is less than x2. x1 is less than x2, that implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Then strictly decreasing. The function is strictly decreasing. Here also, therefore, f of x is strictly decreasing. Strictly decreasing. For all x1, x2 belongs to R. Hence, proved. The next question. Given function, the function f of x is equal to e power 3x is strictly increasing on. They are asking to show that the function f of x equal to e power 3x is an increasing function. See, f of x equal to e power 3x, we can write f of x1 value as e power 3x1, e power 3x2. By observing x coefficient is absolutely positive. Positive, there is nothing will happen. Same. So, here x coefficient is 3. So, first consider let x1 comma x2 which are belongs to real numbers and let x1 is less than x2 we are considering. x1 is less than x2, that implies, but x coefficient is what here 3. So, multiplying on both sides by 3, 3x1 is less than 3x2. But we require the function is e power 3x1 and e power 3x2. So, power rise by e. So, it will becomes e power 3x1 is less than e power 3x2. Whenever x1 is less than x2, obviously e power x1 is also less than e power x2. You remember, whenever x1 is less than x2, for example, 1 is less than 2, is it right? I am taking in place of e, 2 I am taking, suppose. 2 power 1 and 2 power 2. Calculate 2 power 1 means what? 2. 2 power 2 means what? 4. What is the relation between 2 and 4? Absolutely 2 is less than 4. So that is the reason 3x1 is less than 3x2. That implies e power 3x1 is less than e power 3x2. That implies that f of x1 is less than f of x2. So x1 is less than x2. That implies f of x1 is less than f of x2. For all x1 comma x2 belongs to R, then f of x is strictly increasing. Therefore, f of x is strictly increasing on R, hence proved. The next question. Given function f of x equal to 5 minus 7x. So f of x1, f of x2, write it. It will become 5 minus 7x1, 5 minus 7x2. After that, to prove the given function is strictly decreasing. So decreasing definition is x1 is less than x2. That implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. For all x1 comma x2 belongs to R, then f of x is strictly decreasing. Keep in mind this definition that we are going to prove now. So now consider let x1 comma x2 belongs to R and let x1 is less than x2. That implies by observing in the function x coefficient is minus. So first what we have to do, multiplying on both sides by minus for this inequality. Whenever you are multiplying by minus, inequality changes. So it is minus x1 is greater than minus x2. After that x coefficient is 7 here, multiplying on both sides by 7. So minus 7x1 is greater than minus 7x2. After that how much you have to add to get the function 5? So both sides adding 5. 5 minus 7x1 is greater than 5 minus 7x2. 5 minus 7x1 is equal to f of x1 is f of x1 is greater than f of x2. So x1 is less than x2. That implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Therefore, f of x is strictly decreasing. On R, therefore hence proved. Thank you dear students for watching my channel. In this video we discussed the definition of increasing, decreasing, strictly increasing, decreasing problems and definitions. In the coming video, the problems which are related to strictly increasing, decreasing by using the derivative. This concept is without using the derivative. So in the next video, in the coming video, with using the derivatives, we are going to explain the concepts as well as problems which will be used in the public examination. Thank you all.